Hello, Dr. Eve here. Hope all is well. So good to be among the lands of the living. I'm Dr. Eve here on my channel. We talk about all things sustainability and how to create strong home economies. Y'all, I just want to talk. I have been working on this coop and I wanted to bring y'all in and share real time. I have been working so hard. I think I'm a little bit sunburned out here. But I see my cheeks are real rosy. So maybe it's just because I'm working hard. Y'all, these chickens, these chickens have had me on the go because we had to, I talked earlier about building a playground for them, but y'all know my coop was already up. It needed to be refinished, so we need to vinyl side it, paint it, or do whatever we're gonna do. But I'm trying to get all that done because it's getting ready to get real hot out here, and so instead of waiting, I'm trying to get it done. But I want to show you all what we've done because this is the original coop. This is the original coop that we built. It is almost 6 feet tall and it is hardwired. It's everything in there is hardwired from that side, this side. It's an L-shaped coop and it had this little opening right here. I'm not sure why I designed it that way, but I'm good with it because I'm going to build a bed right here of herbs, to keep mites and pests and things like that away. But I needed to create something for them to have more play space, where they could get out and have more toys and things like that. So this area right here was the idea to build the playground for them because they need to be able to play. But I have one bird that likes to, jump up. He likes to jump up. She likes to jump up. But I tried them on it. I don't know if you remember this, but this was my original prototype that I was using for a trellis. As you can see, it still has the nails out here, but I'm going to use that probably for some sort of food. I don't know. I'm going to leave it right there and be creative. But this is we decided that that wasn't long enough. So what we did creatively was we laid that down. Instead of using it as a trellis, which it can still be used for, I decided to use it as a border to close this area off because I was overthinking what I needed to do here. So then I said, well, we have this opening here. What are we going to do to completely close it off? So we made another section as you can see, this thing is still swinging. We have to stake it. But my son said, let's make a door. So we made a door so that I could get in and out of it. Now we're here. This is where we are right now. We can now get into the play area. Hey, Amy. No. Anyway, now we can get into the play run area. But I let them try it out. They love it. But they started digging up the fence. They started digging up the dirt near the fence. And I was like, oh my goodness, they're digging and digging and digging. So what I did was I'm concreting it. So I said, well, I'm going to fix that. Well, I put down some, another set of stakes there, and I'm pouring concrete. If there's always got to be a solution. So I'm pouring concrete to cut that off. And this is the area behind the coop, right? But I'm going to put something up here. I put a little slab of wood here. But I'm going to get back there. I'll probably put some of this either hardwire there or some of this. This is wild netting. And so that's the other part that I'm doing is making sure that they have some sort of netting over top of them because of the wild up there. I don't know that chicken house. I know, right? I know. It's hard, but you make do. You be creative and you make do with what you have. Now, I have not had to go out and buy any more materials because I have materials that I'm using right here, being creative with all the things that we have, because that is really what building a home economy is all about. Making sure that we use more of what we have creatively to do what we want, right? So yeah, that's their coop, and this is their playground. So again, that's their coop, and they actually have an area where they dust bathe, but I wanted them to dust bathe out here because that area in there is hardwired. As you can see in there, that whole area is hardwired. There's 3 levels. The first level is a dust bath, little small dust bath I made for them. The second level is where hey Athard. The second level is where their nesting boxes are, and I see an egg in there I need to go get. And then the third level is that's where they go to sleep at night. So I need to put some more bars up there for them. That's another thing, and hardwire. And the next thing is to put some vinyl siding. So I'm going to put some vinyl siding on this thing right here. So the goal is another thing that we're going to be doing is building in a door right here. A door that you flip up or that latches, some kind of door right here. Enjoy rabbit house or pig house, I don't know. Tell me. This is a chicken coop. It's a chicken house. And yeah, this is the playground. And I built this door. I built this design out of some materials that I had. So I used what I had, and I'm putting a net over top of it to keep the wild from above from bothering them, right? Because I don't want to have to stand here and watch them the whole time. And there are a lot of fowl in the air above here. There's a lot of trees and a lot of wooded area back here. And so I need to, even if they're outside, I need to protect them. So the goal is make it run safe, make it safe. So I just wanted to come live really quickly and let you all in on the coop update, because I am working hard and I did not come talk with you all yesterday. And I'm going to be working on my vehicle soon, making it hurricane ready. You did a live stream after a few days. Yeah, I have one I did yesterday, but I didn't release the day before yesterday, but I didn't release it yet. I was releasing them one at a time because even when I go live, they don't post. Even when I come off of the live, they don't post automatically. So they'll be private until I make them. She said use a tree net for open areas. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I think that's what I'm doing, Lisa. Is that what you're talking about? This netting, the deer netting? Because that's what I have. I'm using like this deer netting. I'll show you. So this is hardwired. This is completely hardwired, all of the door and that area. But I started stapling this here, this deer netting. Can you see it? Is that what you were talking about? A tree net for open areas? Because that's what this is, deer netting. And so this is what I'm using. I've stapled it to the gate. I've stapled it to the fencing. Can you see it? It was kind of hard to, okay. So yeah, that's what I'm doing to keep them safe. And I'm going to put a water trough down here for them. So they'll have, because that's now concrete. So that'll be, I won't have to buy any more things I'll have a water trough, and I won't put like food. I'll throw snacks in here because honestly, the way I get them back into their house at night is with snacks. So I don't want to put food over here. I'll just put like daily, when they're out here, I'll put the greens from the garden, things like this right here. This This is Brussels sprouts. They ate most of it. They trying to get out here to it because I'm always throwing stuff in their coop. But I want to put in their coop, I want to put vinyl in there because I am tired of this area being muddy. So I think I'm going to put either some concrete in there or some vinyl, some old vinyl on the floor so when it rains, it's not muddy in there. Because I don't like the mud and that just creates it creates a buggy environment. And what I'm trying to do is make sure I keep them safe my goal is how can I keep them as clean as possible and healthy? How can I keep them clean, semi clean? I mean, they creatures. They're going to get dirty, but I don't want them to be wrestling with mites and things like that because they are my pets and they give me eggs and I want them to be safe. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. They love to scratch though. They love getting out in the playground, but I can't let them back out until the concrete molds because they were digging that fence up. When I tell you, they were digging that fence up, the whole fence, and the fence is brand new, so they were out here digging holes. And I'm like, listen, y'all can't, I just put the stuff on the side. Y'all can't be digging it up. Y'all creating work for mama. So I'm concreting it, baby, because I'm not going to do it again. I had some concrete here, so I decided I was going to concrete it. And that's what I did. I know my daddy would be proud of me because my daddy was a brick mason and baby, he did some work. And I do a lot of that same. I just don't wait for people to you can't wait for people to do things for you. You really have to get out there and do the thing and make it happen. But I know that the heat is here. It's going to get hotter and hotter. And I know that I'm not going to want to be out in the heat. I'm creating, less. When I come out, I want to tend to the vegetables, right? When I come out, I want to be able to harvest. I want to be able to sit and enjoy. Y'all see how rosy my cheeks are? My cheeks are redder than fire right now. The inside should have been raised. I know it should have, right? I didn't know. I didn't know. With scoria, the inside should have been raised above ground level. You are so right because it's leaning. It's also leaning. So, but I mean, I think I'm okay. It's going to be okay. I'm going to work it out cuz we leveled the area where the playground is. And well, I'm thinking if we can make that area strong enough for them that while they're in the playground area, maybe we can heist that area and start doing some damage control, some reconstruction. I don't know what to call it, but baby, I was just trying to keep them chickens safe, to keep them from getting eaten. I had absolutely no knowledge about how to take care of a chicken. So my goal was to keep them safe. And I bought 4 chicks. I still have 4 hens. I still have 4. And I'm grateful for that because I haven't lost one. I nurtured them from babies and they are still here with me. And when the world started going left in January, look at with eggs, my baby started laying, and so I felt so fortunate. But I think that I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know how to do it now. Well, maybe I could actually do something. It's hardwired under the bottom. Do you have? Okay, I'm back. Hold on just a second, cause I had a question. Give me a second. I had to plug my computer. I had to plug in my. Hold on just a second, cause I have a question for you. Okay. Let me get my chair because my video went out. Okay, I just wanted to get a seat because I'm having to come. I had to charge up my battery. I had to come find the emergency battery. So, my question, Lisa, is if you're still here, the question. Okay, can you see me? Can you hear me? I don't know who's here, but I had a question for Lisa who was okay, you're still here. So Lisa, do you have is there a way to build the floor interior of the coop the way it is so that I can get away from the dirt? Is there a way to do that? Should I concrete it or make like cuz I do have this template where I could actually make like cobblestones. And then maybe I could put some grass in between it, like they would be able to have the grass seeds. That might be a good idea for for it. I just thought about that. I bought this template because I was going to do a little cobblestone walkway, but instead I bought some ceramic. Yeah. So I bought this template. It's like a template you put down and you pour concrete in it and then let it dry, lift it up, and then you have these cobblestones. Maybe I could do that. That might help. That might actually work. I just thought about that. Because what I don't want, I want them to be in an area where they are, because it's hardwired at the bottom. They cannot scratch that. They cannot scratch it because it's hardwired. That's why I had to make the playground, because I wanted them to be able to dust bathe, to scratch, all the things that chickens want to do, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking that I might try that while they're out. I'm gonna let them out tomorrow in the run in the area I'm gonna let them out in the playground tomorrow, and I'm gonna go get some. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I said I was either gonna do. Hey Glenn, I was either gonna try. Y'all, I'm sitting in my pantry right now because my battery went out. So. Thank God for solar batteries. Y'all, I'm telling you, let me tell y'all something. A sister been preparing since 2020. The garden is beautiful. And right now, I'm sitting in the pantry. I'm sitting in the safe house. This is the safe house. This is where I store things in preparation for any type of negative worldly attack. so so my battery went out, and so on my phone, and I had to get to my emergency battery because I use this right here. I use in case you did not know, if you don't have one, you should try to get one. This is a Geniverse solar battery, so I've got solar going on too on the home front, on the homestead, so that we can have emergency. Lisa said, there's this thing that looks like honeycomb. That's it. Made of plastic. Yup, that's it. I have it. Oh, we on the right page. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I have that. And I was going to use it to make a pathway to my fire pit, because I still have to do that because I have all of this wood chips down. But if it gets really dry, when you're burning in the wood in the pit, it could catch that wood on fire. So I have not lit it because I'm a little worried about. I was first worried about the wind, but because I'm still dealing with I have these wood chips down. too close to the fire pit, and I need to figure out that before I use the pit. Yeah, I have it, and you fill it with you. Yep, I have it, and you fill it with gravel. Yep, that is exactly what I have. So I'm thinking I might do that because that would be a great way. Um, and then in the corner or along the sides, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about on the sides of the coop, interior of the coop, maybe I will build that up and put some grass seeds. So they will have some green stuff on the inside of that coop, right? They'll always have something green growing. Like I could throw some vegetable seeds down in there. Man, they would just love that, wouldn't they? So I've seen where people have actually built, had a similar, um, you know, type of mesh over maybe a wood box. Somebody built a wood. That's what they did. They built a wood box, put some hard mesh on it. That's another idea. And then oh wow, all these ideas. That's good right there. Because building that would allow them to get some greens. You know, I'll have greens on the outside, greens on the inside of the coop. And I also need to build a stable place for their water and their feed um, in the corner because, but you have to make it circular because I got one bird that's always fighting. A bully. Almost lost his peck. She almost lost her pecking order. Hey, Stephanie. Hi, hi, hi. We're talking about this coop. Hi. I was showing everybody. I don't have enough energy yet, but I'll show you guys before I get off this live. We were talking about interior floor. The interior floor of my chicken coop is hardwired and how to get that resolved. So I'm thinking about, yeah, doing a box, a wood box frame, hard mesh interior, and drop seeds down in that area so that they can have, so some green things can grow because with all that chicken poop in there, y'all, that should be a good growing spot, huh? That should be before I put down the cobbles. Maybe I'll make it part cobble. Yep, part cobble. I'm thinking about it because I want to remove that wood frame that I have in there because it's kind of shaky. So I want to build that up a little bit more. So I'm making some coop changes, but they doing good, y'all. They are doing really good, and I'm very happy. But I just want them to be outside. I want them to be able to come outside and dust bathe, but I want their interior space to be dry. I do not want it to be wet. It's hard cleaning it out. I don't want bugs in there. And so they don't have like a little house inside of the house. The coop is their house. And that's where they sleep. It's open. Like they have a shelf where they nest at. They have a nesting place. They have a resting bar at the top. And at the bottom they have a dust bath. The coop is their house. They don't have another house inside. So I want to do a little more work in there, and I might even put a little window. You know, while they're out, I might carve out a window for them. I don't know. We'll see. Always room for improvement, right? It's kind of like remodeling a home. And but the most important thing is that they are safe. And I see, like right now, the fowl in the air just be flying over looking for some bait. But they can't get to my babies because my babies are safe. And yeah, but let me tell y'all something. For all of you out there we are approaching, it's June, and we are about to approach a very, very tough season in the weather season. And those of you who have not considered your emergency packs, emergency situations, I strongly recommend that you do. I will never forget being in Hurricane Floyd, Hurricane. I was in three hurricanes, and lost my homes. She says if you use that honeycomb thingy to raise the floor, you could always put linoleum on top. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yay, Lisa. That's a good idea, too. Thank you. That's a good idea. And also, I saw where they have these little green like grassy patches that you can put between the. Hi, everyone. How everyone doing today? Doing well, Elephant. But anyway, yeah, that's a really good idea because the point is raise above the dirt, right? The soil. So that's a really good idea because I really do want to make it linoleum. I want to make it clean, and I want to be able to take my hose and wash it out. Why not, right? What if I created it so that the linoleum, it would be able to drain, into the soil. I could use my hose, wash it out. Can we see the cake? Oh. Anyway, it's a beautiful space. It's a beautiful space, but I want to encourage all of you who are out there. If you are not preparing for the hurricane season, you should be. I have been in a hurricane before. I lost everything. I was in Hurricane Floyd, a 100-year flood, and our home absorbed the water. And months later, the whole second floor caved in. So, the not only did the second floor bathroom cave in, oh, but the because it was on a water table, because the home was built on a water table, the sewage came up into the house. Not only that, but there was black mold development in the house. So we lost our home. Um, I just want you to, and in Western North Carolina, I am learning lessons. I have learned so many lessons from the experiences that I've had of my own and watching the experiences of others. And so I am encouraging you to stay ready. We have been talking about preparing, making sure that you're prepared for a very long time since 2020. God told me to get prepared, get two of everything, harvest the seeds, grow food, not grass, harvest the seeds that you need because you will need the seeds. If you even have to go to another place, you will need the seeds, right? To start again, right? We even see all these recalls, we see all of these things. So my thing is you must have a safety net in place so that you and your family can continue to survive, right? Or thrive in a survivor's economy. That's where we are right now. And so I want you all to make sure that you're just grabbing a little extra this and grabbing a little extra that. What do I mean when I say that? I don't mean go to the market and clean the shelves. What I mean is if you do go to the market and you see a sale item, you want to get basic things. Lisa says, make sure when you're laying the floor of the chicken house to lay it with an angle so no sitting water. Yes, it is on an angle. Not on purpose. It's because that's the way the thing is sitting. because the ground's not level. So because the ground is not level, it's on an incline. So that's pretty cool. She said, when laying the floor of the chicken house to lay it." Right, exactly. So it is definitely on an incline, and so we won't have to worry about that. So that would allow the water to flow to the corner, But even then, I worry about the deterioration of the wood, right, over time, because but if we do the concrete around the borders, just like I did over there in that corner in the playground area. Let me see how much battery I got because I wanted to show only 6%. Um, yeah, I'll just keep thinking about it, but that's a really good idea, Lisa. And thank you so much for your input because I'm definitely looking for ways to remodel their coop and their area that would be effective without having to rebuild something because we got something good. We have something good. We just have to remodel it. Like I said, my biggest goal in the beginning when they were chicks was to make sure that when they go out there, they went through the winter. Like they were babies. Like they went through the winter 6 months. And they were babies. They were adolescents. They were adolescents. But honey, they would snuggle up in that corner and they survived the coldest winter we have had in a long time. But I put plastic insulation around it. Not sure what it's called in the US, but here waterproof timber is H5 being the most effective. Okay, got you. I don't know what it is, but I know that they did give me treated. I think it's treated wood. I think it was definitely treated wood. So, but another thing is you could always build around it, right? Um, so I'm gonna put up some vinyl siding. I'm gonna put up some vinyl siding on all the bare wood because that's gonna keep it, waterproof as well. Um, it is sitting on hard wire, so it's sitting on metal. Um, Maybe that's good. Where are you from, Lisa? Are you in the UK? Pohekatama. Where are you from, Lisa? Oh, a girl is tired, y'all. It's 4:53. It's really time for me to stop. But I'm gonna go get some more. I have to go get some more concrete because I want them to be able to come outside tomorrow. And maybe I'll do some cobblestoning tomorrow. Maybe I'll start. Yeah, because that's exciting. I'll start that tomorrow. I just wanted to stop being muddy. I don't like the mud. I want to be able to go in there and wash it down with a hose. With a hose. Maybe feel the. Oh, Lisa, you're in New Zealand. Another idea for the cracks, I could just do concrete and in the cracks put gravel or sand. I could put some gravel or some sand. So, yeah, I think I'm going to start tomorrow. I'll start doing because that takes a while. Um, no, I guess I have to do two. I don't know how long it takes for it to dry, but I think I have to do that every day for a while until I get it. I think I'm gonna put up some more nesting boxes. I want to um bolt them to the wall. I want to bolt them to, I might put up another piece of wood and bolt them to the wall so that they can just jump into their little nesting boxes, because I want to remove that table, and then I want to put a little ladder so they can walk up into the top area. But right now they just jump up in there. They just jump up in there. But I noticed that a lot of people have stairs, because they go into, if they have a little house, there's stairs attached to the house that was built in, I guess. But I don't have that. I may try to build something, um, but I need to do that after the redesign. So that's what I'm going to do, is make it over. I am doing a coop makeover, and a playground. So I'm gonna get ready to get off the live, but let me show you, since I was telling you guys who are just coming in, I was sitting in my pantry because my battery died. But let me just show y'all really quick, um, the playground area, which is what I was talking about in the coop area. And Lisa was helping me to think through it. So this is the concrete I was pouring today, but this is the coop. We built this. It's a full coop. It does not have a special house inside of it. This is what my chickens started. My little chicks started out in. They started out in this. So this is another little coop, makeshift, a coop that I bought, but it's not inside. It used to be inside, but it was in the way. Um, and this is a nesting boxes, and their that's my babies in there, and this is their playground. So that's what we were talking about. No, I don't have pigeons. I have hens. See them? You see my babies? I have hens, and they give me eggs. There they go. That's my girls. And last week I was struggling because they were, or for a couple of weeks I was struggling because they were, what do you call that? When they want to have babies. It's a term. But they were worrying me. They were sitting on all the eggs. But this is the playground. So this is the playground. We have secured it. It is, it's got mesh over top and a door. Me and my son have just been working through it. How many roosters? I don't have any roosters. I don't have any roosters. I just have hens. We can't have roosters. I live in the city limits. Urban homestead. And this is my garden. Let's take you through here since you're here. This is my homestead. This is my greenhouse. This is my patio garden with fruit trees and everything else. And this is food everywhere. Cucumbers, collards, tomatoes, kale, leeks, kale, squash, not squash. What is this? Um, that is eggplant. It's actually starting to grow too. There is an eggplant in there. Look. Peppers, cabbage, basil, lots of peppers, more. cucumbers, um, lots of flowers, apple trees, carrots, more more peppers, herbs, peppers, more apple trees, collards galore, kale. No, I don't have any of that. If they allowed me, I would grow some though, because for CBD rather, not hemp. I would grow hemp. I have Splenda, not Splenda, but stevia, strawberries, lots of collards, more cabbage, asparagus, kale. I have a citrus grove, lots of corn, herbs, tomatoes. That's my camping area. So I'm putting up a tent for my grandsons. Um, this is okra. I just put okra in this bed. So this is a new bed with tomato, collards, all kinds of stuff. Kale. This is roselle. They get really, really big. So I have 6 roselles in right now. This is more collards. Collards. This is the orchard. This is apples and figs. Figs. This is blackberries. This is raspberries. Um, Collards. This is a quick tour. There's a watermelon growing down there. This is blueberries. This is my center patch where I'm getting ready to plant tomatoes. I just took up kohlrabi and greens, and this is my grapevine. This is my vineyard. So I have a lot going on. I have lots of grapes. See? Yeah. Where do I live? I'm in 8. I want to say 8A, North Carolina. Yeah, I grow a lot of food. I have bananas. I grow a lot of food. And so I'm trying to figure out what to do with all of this wood right here. So I'm building some things right here. So this is from my fence. I had a fence put up. So I collect water, all the things, everything. You better take care of your families, because we don't know what's happening in the world. I use everything. These are peppers and tomatoes. Those are water collections. I collect water for my family. Rainwater, so that we can have rainwater to feed the plants. Because plants, the food really does love rainwater. Um, so yeah, I do this all day. This is what I do. I'm creating an estate for my family. This is La Genevieve Estates and Pharmacy. I grow food and I make my own medicine out of the food that I grow. And yeah. So that was a quick tour, a quick and fast tour of what's happening here. But my goal was really just to ask you guys some questions about that coop, because the remodeling side of things, y'all, every day. My grandsons will be here tomorrow from New Orleans, and it's going to be some work. You have barrels? Yeah, barrels. Yeah, I do have one barrel, but I used trash cans. I bought trash cans and I put mesh over top of them. Much cheaper, because the trash can is only $24, but the barrel was 90. So, but the barrel has the spout on it, so that's a good thing. It already has, a running spout, so I don't have to do anything more to it. But I don't mind using the trash cans, because I can get more for less. More for less, and use creativity, right? And that's part of the goal, right? Is just to be creative. Yeah, that's where we are. I have a few more things to plant. I'm going to start some new seeds soon. get potatoes, sweet potatoes. I'm gonna see what potatoes are in those bags down there because I think one bag is ready to come out. So I'm gonna check that bag soon. I don't have any cucumbers growing yet, but they are on the way. I got plenty of tomatoes, plenty of watermelon, um, peppers of all kinds, greens from seeds, my own seeds. I save seeds. How's NC barbecue? Oh, it's really good if you eat barbecue. Like, I don't eat a lot of barbecue, but every now and then I'll eat a little barbecue. But if I try to get brisket instead of the pork now because I just don't eat a lot of meat. Like, I have not eaten at all today. Actually, I've had Gatorade all day. But I'm going to go in there and have a smoothie because I love just fresh vegetables. So at 62 years old, I'm just really trying to live longer. And I think that should be the goal of all of us because a lot of the things, a lot of the problems that we have can be prevented because if we would just eat God's food. Just eat God's food. What you think? Have you ever been to North Carolina? You said, have you ever been here? No, I guess not. Where are you from, Kendall? You in Kansas City, Missouri. Y'all have the best barbecue? All right now. They say North Carolina got the best, so I don't know. But baby, listen, okay. If y'all got the best, y'all got the best. I don't know. I'm originally from Philadelphia. I live here. I've been living here, for since I started raising my family. So it's been about 35 years. But they're all grown now, and now I have grandchildren. But in Philly, we had the best barbecue ribs. The best barbecue ribs on the planet. He said North Carolina has good pulled pork. Okay, maybe that's true. I don't know. We do have some good barbecue though. We do have some good barbecue. I need to go take a bath um, and head to Lowe's. I need to get some more concrete for tomorrow or later today. I need to take a break. And I do need some more concrete to get started on the project. Inside for tomorrow, I'm going to lay those cobblestones. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about making my run no no dirt. No dirt. I'm so sick of that soil. And I need to make it safe for my chickens because that hard wire, I had to put some wood down and that because that hard wire that will prick them, and I don't want their feet bleeding. So anyway, I am going to get off this live because guess what? My live will end with we are famous for burnt ends. I love burnt ends. I love it. Well, Kendall, thank you for coming on my live. If you enjoyed what you heard here or love sharing with me about where you're from in Missouri and what we're doing in North Carolina, please like and subscribe to my channel. I have to learn to ask that because after 10 years, I still only have 400 subscribers. And that's because I never asked anyone to subscribe. Maybe that is. Or maybe I just wasn't talking about what people wanted to talk about. I don't know. But there it is. What we're talking about is building the states, building home economies, you know, building chicken runs, surviving all the things, right? We trying to survive. We trying to thrive in a survivor's economy. so so that's the goal. Peace and blessings to you all. I am Dr. Eve, your community health and human service educator, retired estate builder. And I'm so excited to be here and so excited to share with you how we are building and designing a sustainable life and home economies. You like to garden too, Kendall? Cool. Can you share your garden? Maybe we can go live together. I would love to go live with other people who are gardening so that they can show us, we can show each other what's happening, right? Go live on my channel and you can show me what's happening in your garden, and I could get clues and we could, help each other. Community, build community, right? So anyway, we only had 6%. If I don't go, the live is going in, and I'm not going to be able to recover it. So y'all go and have the most amazing day. And whatever you do, don't let anyone get in the way on your journey to becoming who God has called you to become. Listen, document your process, whatever you're starting. And if you would like to get a copy of my book and journal and butterflies of journal, my journal pages and butterflies of preparing for your season of elevation, please reach out to me, DM, mark me in the comments, and you can get your copy today. Peace and blessings to you all. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everyone.